Finish power hour with a bang. Yes, sir. Looking for some good setups. Hopefully we can catch something good, guys. Couple things I'm looking for that I actually am liking on the charts with NQ and also on YM, which to me is going to be what I'm looking for primarily for today, which I'm obviously excited about. Before I even get into it, I want to ask you guys, for anyone who maybe, has been trading with me and coming to the streams, what would you guys say that I'm going to say about NASDAQ and US 30? Do you guys think I'm looking for buys or sells? Gotta pay out the first week and then again cook sense. Exactly, right? Frank just says buys. Savic says buys. Sells, we already took out the highs. Look sideways, buy, sells, sells. Sells. Cool, like I said, I was just curious. Did you get your beard done? Looks fire. No, bro. Need to get a haircut again. What up, everybody on YouTube as well? Appreciate y'all for being here. We're back with another power hour. So let's go over what I am looking for and why I actually am a little bit more optimistic about the charts today, and what we could potentially look for. So a lot of you guys were actually right in different ways. So I actually am proud of a lot of you guys in the chat because it does show you've been learning a lot in the chat. I actually want to go over YM first because YM to me is going to make more sense to you guys, and then we'll go over NQ for basically what I want to go over. So when I was looking at US 30 before I kind of got on, for those of you guys who were on stream yesterday and we were kind of talking about these highs that we wanted to come get rated, we ended up coming back up. So what I'm kind of looking at is, yes, we finally had a little bit of a bullish move, but we started consolidating super hard. And if we really dissect what's happening, we had a big push down here. I hope you guys can see. Big push down, rally back up to do what? Take out the highs to the T. Then we get that big push down, or guess what? We did not take out these lows. Look left. We actually missed it by 11 points, 10 points. Literally missed it by 10 points. And what did we do from there? Rallied all the way back up to hit these highs that also weren't taken. Because you got to think is that, yes, we took out these New York highs and we distributed straight down, but we still left these highs, whatever. So we came down, didn't take out these lows, headed right back up, took out these highs. And then what happened right after? We came back down and we swept those lows to the T. So it's been this big ping pong of, all right, we swept here, we'll come back up, sweep again. Now we took out the real highs. Let's go back down and stop out buyers. Let's come back up, come up into here. And what I want to show you is that basically as of now, what I'm looking for is that we've already come down and we've swept the lows and we didn't come up and sweep the highs. So we haven't really gotten to an area yet that I would consider that we've swept. So even though we're retracing momentarily, I actually kind of like the buys to potentially go up here because we've already swept the lows here. We had that push up here, right? And I think we potentially could do this to add for those highs potentially. We're within discount. We've already swept the lows. Maybe we need to come down a little bit more. But ultimately, if we get a little bit of a sweep in here and an inversion back up, we could potentially look for that, which I'm actually super down for. So I like that on YM. Now, when it comes to NASDAQ, let's definitely go over NASDAQ. So NASDAQ's a little bit more contradicting because you could argue oh, well, Luca, we already swept the highs, which, that basically does tell me that there's less of a target because it's been swept. But if you really pay attention, we've already come and swept the London lows. I guess we've swept the London highs too, but in my opinion, we've already come down, swept the Asia lows. Now we've swept the London lows. To me, you could, consider this kind of a break of structure, pulling back in within discount here, where, I could see us potentially also going long from here as well. So that's kind of my opinion on them as well. For both of them is longs. If it came to shorts for NASDAQ, for NASDAQ, I don't know. Like, I guess like you could, you could see right here, we have like this one candle right here. I guess like it would have been better if this did get swept. So that could be a target if you're looking for sells. But we'll keep NASDAQ here on the left side of our screen. And then we'll actually put US 30 on the right side of our screen. And let's kind of see what price is going to do heading into this 15-minute candle. Sound good? You guys following along? Any questions? Any questions? And so far, brother, yes, sir. Wham Death looks better. What do you like about it more? Spam some W's in the chat, guys. Tell people to come through. First time doing Power Hour? Awesome, bro. Welcome. Let's go. Start up here, guys. Remember, reply live. Sending the link. We're looking at some trades. NASDAQ US 30. Come catch a bang with us. Go. Boom. You need 5 winning days in a row or 5 positive days for Legacy? 5 positive days. You guys do, for anyone who's read whatever, it is 5 positive days. It's not in a row. That's very unlikely for traders. We're not here trying to whatever. That's definitely not an easy rule. No, it's 5 days total. You can take as long as you want. You can take as many trading days as you want. It's just 5 days of only $200. Pretty far. Can you go over YM again? Yeah, I'll go over YM again in a second. So yeah, we got 3 more minutes into the 15-minute, guys. Nothing I'm done. What's the person ACT Trader? I don't even know what ACT Trader is, guys. Go get your guys' legacy accounts. It's the end of the week. You guys still have a couple more streams today. I'm going to be here killing during Power Hour. We got Asia later. Kick it off good. Today's the last day for 40% off, guys. Your guys' new Black Arrow accounts. This is the first week with Black Arrow. If you don't know what it looks like, this is what it looks like right here. Things I like about it. First off, the mobile version. If you guys have ever tried it on the mobile, go watch the video on YouTube as well if you want to see what it looks like. But the mobile version is freaking awesome. If you want to get into a position, let's see, we're on the, let's see, make sure we're on the right account. We're trading this one today. If I were to get into, let's say buys, right? You get into buys. What I like about it is you just click and drag your TP up. It'll say exactly how much you're risking and whatever. It'll, adjust in real time. You can come back down. And one thing you guys don't see me really use on here as much is the bracket orders, but I do think the bracket orders are super clean. If you guys want to see how you put stop loss to break even, you just drag it up to your entry, and then stop loss will be set at break even, just like that. And then you can see 0 spreads. It sees your P&L down in here as well as to the left. It'll show your P&L. Well, it's already starting to go, but your TP gets hit like here. You'll see it just gets you out of the trade. Let's see. Or you can just click X. Basically, very clean platform. Bracket orders is super good. Easy. 20% consistency for instant. I think it's 25 it starts, and then it goes to 30. And then 35. And 40 and whatever. Mini gambling. I know someone, I forget what stream we were on. Someone says, yo, I think Luca just gets in those mini positions just to feel a little rush. It's like, yeah, bro, I want to get into that $10 scalp just to feel it. I love that. Go. I can make some nice. Let's go. And USD's dopamine exactly. But yeah, guys, head on over, click on get funded. You'll come down here to Rise. 40% off means that you'll get a 50K account for $59, which is pretty crazy in my opinion. Every time. Wait, what? I think someone's ringing my doorbell every time you take a trade. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I know you could turn the you turn it down a bit. All right, guys, here real quick on NASDAQ. Let's go over the 15. You could see, like, the only thing is that you can see we have a big 15-minute gap sitting right here. So we just closed right into it. We didn't engulf it. We didn't look for anything. 15 minutes starting or whatever. We can look for it to retest and see if we can repush. But so far on NASDAQ, that wasn't the best closure where we would want price to go into it. Over on the right side of our screen with YM, which is just US 30. 15-minute just opened. You could see the previous 15-minute doesn't have a bottom wick. So that's what I was talking about, is that like what I would really like is like honestly is if US 30 kind of sells down right here, takes out these lows, kind of taps into this demand area, and like we get a reaction from there. You know? So kind of what I would like. If there's any questions, guys, let me know in the chat. No trades yesterday for power hour. Yeah, we basically had a monster kind of push up. We were looking for sells, and then once the 1250 candle came, it actually manipulated higher and then went lower. We had a big spike down, price started going down, all this type of stuff. And then once that new hour opened, it shot right back up. So it was a really, I'm honestly glad we didn't really participate. Yes, we would have hit a couple area, but demand zone. Yeah, what do you guys know about demand zones? It's right here. Supply and demand. Can anyone see the stream? The question is, can you not see the stream? Hey, look, when you see a candle with no wick on the 1 hour time frame, but it has a wick in the 15-minute, which carries more weight? 1 hour, higher time frame. You see like a 4 hour, a daily, a 1 hour, and like let's say that like for example, let's say you're overall bearish. Like right now we're kind of like bullish right here, but let's say you're bearish and you have a bottom wick to aim for. You literally can get into a position and like that's your target. Is like once you get there, close partials. That's a safe trade. Easy. Last bearish candle before the big bullish move, exactly. Hey, look, we're thinking the whole reason people scalp is to earn fast on a very small time frame. Doesn't that mean that you should, for example, 20 contracts and X in a few seconds? Isn't the definition of scalping, for example, once you are in, whatever. Bro, just don't read into whatever. There's no like clear definition. Some people like would say that if you know, people say like, oh, you're a swing trader, but really like maybe some people would call you a day trader, right? You can call yourself a scalper, but maybe someone would call you a intraday trader. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone just has different words to call themselves. Like at the end of the day, do you make money or not? I don't care. I don't care what type of trader you are. Do you like what's your P&L? For real. You know? But yeah, you don't really need to like just, you know, like let's say like you just said, is that like let's say you held a trade for over 20 seconds. That doesn't automatically make you a day trader, you know? Scalping really is more of like getting in and out of the markets. You know, I would say even within 15 minutes. Like at the end of the day, guys, if you were to go ask a hedge fund or like long-term like actual swing trader whatever about that, you know, they would consider 15 minutes like, bro, that's no time. That's scalping. But for us, it's like a minute or two. How to take partials on Black Arrow. So I always go over, it's the same thing with all futures contracts. So over here, you got to be in more than one. So like let's say you're in 4 contracts. All right, guys, look at this dopamine. And you click buy. Well, if you're in 4 contracts of buys, I can change this to 2. And let's say I'm in profit and whatever, I want to close partials. I would just press sell for 2 of them. And you could see that it closes out 2 of my contracts. And I'm only in 2 positions. And if I clicked it again for sell, it's just going to get me out completely. So. Is Black Arrow the replacement for the other app? No, DX is still here, so you guys can pick which platform you want. This is just the newer one, and I know a lot of you guys want to trade on mobile, and the DX platform, you know, wasn't as good on mobile. So this is like a very clean way. I like the charts. You know, I like all the features that come with it. If you guys haven't checked out the indicators too, there's a ton of indicators. Got a 100K account with Legacy Black Arrow. What's the consistency rule for this account? 50%. 50% consistency, which is good, you know. For those who don't know, the higher consistency, the better it is for you. The lower the consistency, the harder. If you have a 10 or 15% consistency, that shit's hard as super hard. You got a 50, a lot more doable. Which ticker do we use on Black Arrow for NASDAQ US 30 in order to follow the rules for our legacy account? So when you guys come up into here, you can see I already have them all up in here, but let's just say, you see here I have MNQ U6, and then right here I have MNQ futures. If I click both, they're going to be the same chart. They're both MNQ. But one thing about Black Arrow that I like is that, like, if you guys are on like Trade Evade or even like DX or whatever, if you type in MNQ, you're going to get a bunch of different options of, oh, which ones do I do, which one, whatever. So usually whichever one's at the top is whatever the current contract is. Because if you guys don't know, that this always changes. So you see how it says MNQ U6? Eventually it's going to say MNQ, and then that U is going to change to a different letter. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want that and you don't want to have to go and find the new contract whatever, MNQ futures, where it just says futures, that will always update to the current contract. So you don't have to go and change it when it's a new contract rollover or whatever. If you just have it on futures, like MNQ futures, it'll always update the current contract, so you'll never kind of be on the wrong one. That makes sense. Any questions on YouTube, guys? Also let me know. I'm here for you guys. Look, when I take partials of 2, will I make less even if it hits the rest of the TP with the 2 that I didn't close? Yeah, like you're forfeiting those positions. So of course, if you close 2 and then it ends up going to your TP, yeah, you're gonna make less. But the whole goal is that, like, why I did it right there quick was just to show you an example. But your whole goal is that, like, once you're in profit, you're already at, you're already at take profit, so you can take some partials. So taking partials after you drag your TP and stop, and then get out of half your position, your TP will stay there. Oh, you just exit out and redraw it up, bro. The long and short position. Do I know there is one? Yes, sir. You do. Which accounts to choose to have 50% consistency? Both of them. Both of the Rise and the Elite have 50% consistency on the eval, and then Elite has a 40% on the funded, which is still super high. Like I said, guys, last day to use code BA40 for 40% off your guys' Black Arrow account. Yeah, the long and short position tool. So over here, there's, what is it, twin lines, risk and gain. So risk and gain to me is what you would think it is. But then you'd have to go into settings and basically customize it of what you would want, how to do it, which I don't exactly like. I would much rather have like a more clean Fibonacci time. But one thing I'm gonna do for you guys, which I don't think I've actually announced, but someone from Black Arrow, like one of their main people, is actually gonna come on one of our streams, like right before Power Hour, and do a full overview of Black Arrow and literally go over everything. So even some stuff I might not even know, they're gonna go over, and it's gonna be recorded, and we'll be able to see some cool stuff. Y'all gotta be nice to him though. No trades yet? No. Like, I'm looking at NASDAQ here. I see that we're in this gap losing volume. I could see us potentially starting to fall from here, even though I want buys. Just saying. Give me a starting to go. It's going into here. 30-minute no bottom wick on US 30. And once you pass the 100K elite account, what's the consistency rule? 40%. Easy as that. It's 50% on eval, and it's 40% on the funded. That's what I was saying. Which is super clean, guys. Like, I know some of you guys have accounts with 10, 15% consistency. Like, bro, come on. You notice this chart not loading for Luca. Do you guys, is my share screen not the best right now, guys, or what? Fine for me, okay. Like, part of me is like, do we just sell down to the no wick? We can't see the screen cap. Just tripping, but I can leave and reshare if possible. All right, MNQ starting to fall a little bit from here too. Like I said, really just want to see some sort of lows get taken out, to fuel our move higher potentially. Why no discount for instant accounts? You guys can use code INSTANT for 25% off. Use code INSTANT for 25% off your guys' instant funded accounts. What are we looking at to take a trade? We are overall bullish on US 30. I'm looking for us to potentially take out these lows and look for an entry to go long. NASDAQ, I still have a long bias, but you know, I did talk about how we've taken out a lot of highs. The only reason I'm looking for the lows is that we've already kind of made this reverse head and shoulders pushed up where, you know, we're already within discount. It's not like we're already at the highs up here and we missed out the trade. We're now within discount of the trade where I'm kind of thinking that, you know, traders might want to take something like this. Yeah, I don't know, guys. This looks pretty good. I think it could be a fake out, though. Right here to the left is it just comes, take out these highs, and then we make a bottom wick because we do have the 30-minute in 4 minutes. What's better, Black Arrow or Legacy? That's hilarious. Black Arrow is just a platform on Legacy. Legacy is the prop firm, and then Black Arrow and DX are the platforms you trade on. Mamba openly said 4.5 million on my account. Yeah. I saw, bro. For those of you guys who were on Asia the other day when I went to Mamba's house and I was trading Asia from Mamba's house, I went to trade and he had his account pulled up and it was like right there. And I was just like, bro, like I could just click a button. Obviously, I would never. I'm just saying that was like, you know, it's right there. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Way too much money to have sitting right there. Will Black Arrow ever offer support for live accounts? What does that mean? Oh yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think so. Whatever brokerage you use would have to have them as the platform. I'd be so tempted. I wasn't tempted. I more of just was like, damn, bro, like I'm live streaming right now. What if just like the computer glitches out and like just, you know, like whatever. Boom, good no entry. Like I said, guys, I think NASDAQ needs to push down a little bit more before going a little bit higher. I still do think buys, but why I like YM is we have some lows right here to take out heading into the 30-minute. You know, like look at the 15. We're starting to reject this gap a ton. What you guys think? I mean, if everyone wants to go short NASDAQ, you can. I just don't really want to right now. You ever look at golden power? Gold's very slow. So you guys see how we've been really slow on NASDAQ and US 30 the last like 2 weeks? That's like gold majority of the time during power hour, in my opinion. So that's why I don't usually look at gold as much. I might take like a really quick scalp in here, guys. You guys can follow along if you want, but I'm literally telling you guys beforehand because I don't want you guys to be those people like, that was too quick, I didn't get in, I didn't get out, like whatever. I don't want to hear it, guys. I'm telling you beforehand. I'm personally going to be taking it. It's up to you guys. Every trade you guys take is up to you. I've joined multiple power hours now, but what's so special about this hour? Well, Jiv, because I obviously know you, I know that you're newer. You haven't really gotten to see what Naz is shooting up. What? Heading right into this 30-minute, like what? But it's the last hour of session before the session closes, and there's a lot of institutions and people who have to get out of their positions. So it's like this last little spurt of volume to end the day. Indicator saying to use around like a 15-point stop. 16 cons. I want the 30-minute to open up with a bottom wick. We have to take out lows, guys. If the 30-minute just opens and takes out highs, okay, here we go. Boom. Bottom wick created over here on US 30. Let's see what's gonna happen too. Wow, 30-minute closed right within the gap. I thought we were gonna close above. We closed right within it. That is so not what we wanted, but US 30 is doing what we wanted, but I wanted this to happen after our after sweeping these lows, so we still can keep an eye on it. I'll pop over here to MNQ as well. Change this to, how many contracts did the indicator say? 16. We did take out that low, guys. I did say if we came and took out this low, that to me would potentially fuel the move. We did take it out, so if we break highs on NASDAQ, I'm just going to take a very quick scalp, quick stops to break even, see if we can lead to a push. If we don't, then at least we gave it a shot, right? Wow, I would have loved to take US 30 if we would have taken out those lows. I can't even lie. They wouldn't take US 30, I know. If we would have led to a sweep, I would have been down. Really, US 30? Alright, guys, give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Put our stops right here at like 500 bucks. Like I said, we're really looking for this 30-minute to continue to flip. If we can re-break highs, then we're just going quick stops to break even and letting the rest run. And if not, and it doesn't want to fly, then at least we gave it a shot. We're looking to capitalize on this volume right here. As soon as we break previous highs, I'll go stops to break even, see if we can fly, but we have not even broken above the previous 1 minute candle, so we'll see what happens. And boom, we just broke above the previous high. Yeah, I'm just going, actually, I know you, this is so tough. There's just no volume to push it here, guys. That's the whole reason why I just want to, like, if we want to fly, we should fly. 30-minute opened up, we're breaking above highs. All right, there we go. Stops at break even there. You guys can see I'm up 88 bucks. Let's see if we can get to at least a $500 gain. If not, and it reverses, I'm out. There's no volume to push it. We should already be at TP1. You know. Looks like it's coming back down, guys. Boom. So this is why I always tell you guys, this is why futures is so key, is that if you guys are not on a futures account and you can't get in and out with, you know, losing $0 or even winning some, you guys can see I'm actually up 58 bucks on the day. I tell you guys, go get your guys legacy Black Arrow accounts. If we can re-break, I might give it one more shot. Oh yeah, I'm in there. Boom, one more shot, guys. See if we can flip. We took out the previous 1 minute candle low. I'm back in. See if we can capitalize. In my opinion, we keep taking out these highs. If we wanted to reverse, we should just come back in, but we're re-breaking highs here. Let's capitalize on one last little push on the 30-minute. If not, it is what it is. Will you still waive the activation fee? I'll do it for, all right, we could do it today. One more day, because some of you guys missed it. If you guys missed the 0 activation fee, this is your last chance. All right, guys, I kind of liked my stops to break even, because you could see we're losing volume now. I kind of don't like being in this. All right, stops to break even here. Let's go. We're up 130, 160. See what we can look. P&L shows right here, guys, as well as on the right side of my screen down in here. I'm in 16 contracts. Let's go and get 10 contracts ready for our first take profit, which I'll put up in, you right click and play. There we go. So we're in 16 contracts. I'll let you guys know when I close 10. Nice push so far. Stops already at break even. Come on, give us more than that. No activation fee is my language. Awesome. So yeah, if some of you guys missed out on that, because I know, you know, I generally want to do it to help you guys. Hopefully we don't come back into the range. But this is why I always say, guys, trading with futures is so key because, you know, it's not like a lot of you guys who, when you guys get hit out break even, you guys have spreads and commissions and all this type of stuff that eats away at your profits. If I get hit here, it's literally gonna be the so. All right, guys, the rebreak above there. Sheesh. I bought YM. Was YM pushing? It looks like it's pushing too, but no, we're in NASDAQ. Unfortunately. We're up about 300 right here. So if you guys are curious what fueled my re-entry is that we had this one candle close as a doji. We're still in this trade. This candle took out the previous lows and flipped back bullish. That to me was a minor little liquidity sweep. There's a fair value gap sitting right here. Here, actually, I can draw it for you guys. But there's a big gap right here that literally price took out the low, tapped right into it, and started to go. So I gave it a second shot, got right back into it. I gave it 16 contracts on MNQ, tried to capitalize on this move. We also are buying really high, so of course it has to come back, but we weren't enough profit for me to want to close some partials yet. Yes, we had a nice push. Let's see, did we hit a 1-to-1? Yeah, we basically just wicked 1-to-1. I guess we got a little bit higher though, so not quite. Oh yeah, because we got on 3 break for the second entry, so we're up here actually. We're up in here actually now. That was the first entry. Should I get back in? No, you only get back in if you have a entry confirmation. Ready to close 10 contracts, guys. I'm gonna sell off 10 once we can break above these previous highs. Get ready, guys. I'm gonna take out 10 contracts and let 6 running as soon as we break above these previous highs. And if not, it hits me break even, it is what it is. But I want this last little push. I'll close me 10 of my 16 contracts and that's break even. And boom. 10 contracts out, 6 contracts break even. Oh no! Fuck. I exit out the position instead of the break even. God damn it. I clicked X because I wanted to X out my break even. Damn, I'm out there full, guys. Damn. Fat finger. Oh my god. What a loser. Who does that? Oh well, profit's profit, but come on, bro. That's some BS. I don't know what I did, but I went to the closed partials and I said I was losing money. That means that you might have been in the wrong contract. So one thing that you guys have to pay attention to is on the right side of the screen. Like, let's say you're in 16 contracts, but you click 16 twice. Like, let's say you have 16 here, but you click twice. It's gonna get you out of 16 and then get you back into another 16. So a lot of you guys like will get confused by that or like, you know, click it, whatever. But don't worry, Luca, I close with you. Hell yeah. Bro, I got. Hell yeah. W. Did we trade the best? What up, fiance? Lover. I freaking got out of here. I'm out, guys. I would love to be in with you guys. Still 6 contracts. But so for example, we actually can go back in the live stream and show you guys exactly what happened. This is so annoying. So you see right here, it shows the X and the X right here. Look at this is the X I was supposed to click right here for break even, and I clicked this one instead. I was supposed to click the other one. God damn it. W's a W. Nice little W down the week though. Like I said, guys, power hour has been a little bit not the best, so at least we got a little dub in. Add it to the bag. Can't wait till August is over. Exactly. If you guys like the streams and like coming and trading here with us during this, imagine when the markets are back, whatever. BA40 still running? Yes, sir, guys. Everyone go right now. You guys see the positions we get in on stream. You guys see how we manage the trades. You guys can come, take trades, and pass your guys' accounts like that. Here's the link. Use code BA40 for 40% off. And no activation fee. Yeah, like I said, is that we did one other day this week that I told people, and then someone else asked in the chat today. I will honor that. Today is the what day is this? The 27th, so I can write a note or whatever, but sheesh. I actually liked YM more today, guys, but we got into a NASDAQ trade, which goes and shows what? Even though we can have a bias, even though one pair looks better than the other, don't just like psych yourself out and be like, no, I'm not going to take this because of whatever. Guys, just let the markets do their thing, set up, and if you see something that lines up, take the trade. So for example, if you guys are curious why we got in this trade, 30-minute open, I told you guys I needed some sort of liquidity to be taken before the move. Look what happened. We came in and took out this low to the T at the 30-minute. To the T. From there, broke structure above, gave the first trade a shot. This trade consolidated, so I put my stops to break even right here. In the trade that hit me break even, I noticed literally took out the lows to the T into this fair value gap and rebroke structure. So I gave it a second shot, like honestly, like right up in here. And then we got in again for this push on that 30-minute. US 30 would have been a freaking beautiful trade if we would have taken these lows. If this low right here did the exact same thing but took out right here, I would have been in this trade from right here. Literally. Remember when I told you guys, like, hey, I'm going to get into a quick scalp? I'm telling you guys beforehand, this is what I wanted to take. Was US 30 taking out the lows, coming back up, and catching that kind of V-shaped recovery. My experience still home with acceleration. Nice. I found markets confusing, and I got into why I got out quickly, but I mean, bro, that's a exactly. There we go. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. If you can't see that you're clicked on YM instead of NASDAQ, it's going to happen on whatever platform you're on. You could try to say, oh, it's harder to, like, whatever, but bro, come on. It's definitely a personal thing. Seems like he doesn't want to break that high. Exactly. Well, I mean, fucking I'm out. So. If you're risking 500 per trade and you got 16 contracts, I want to risk 250. I would get in with 8 contracts, right? Exactly, JC. Good job. Funded baby, let's go, Alex Sound. One step closer to the look at guys, once again, here. Low getting taken out, price flipping back. If it re-breaks highs, if you guys, I'm not going to give it a shot, but if it re-breaks highs, you guys can still get into this. Price is still making higher highs and higher lows, taking out lows and continuing higher. But they have some lower volume though. But you do have the 15-minute candle. The 15-minute candle could shoot you up. Are we waiting for another position? I don't think I'm going to give it. I'm going to take that win here. We've had a choppy power hour week, so I'm not going to call another one and take away from the profits. That's just, you know. You said for Elite 40% off and free activation or Rise also. Both of them. So you guys can go get a Rise also. Just if you guys buy an account today, 40% off. You guys pass that and you guys want the free activation, boom. I grant you your wish. Just for today though. Don't try to buy a challenge tomorrow and try to whatever. Bam, all right, rebroke above highs, 15-minute just opened. Don't get in just yet, but the 15 minutes making a bottom wick. If it reflips above highs, that could be a second entry. 15-minute open, bottom wick, boom. What's the indicator you made? It's right up here. So you can see in the top right hand, what's code for 40% off? Just use code BA40. It's just that if you show, because it's going to show that you got your account on this date, there's only 2 days this week that I said so. So if you have a challenge on those dates, you will get free activation. New customer income, BA40. BA40. So it's 50% consistency rule on a maxed on a 1500 means we can't. The way that you should look at it isn't based upon the drawdown, it's the take profit. So if you're, yo, I entered good shit, bro. This is a nice 15-minute flip. Hopefully this plays out for you guys. Boom, it's starting to go. Who gave that? Like I said, guys, 15-minute open, bottom wick continuing. Oh, there we go. Who gave that second entry a go? Boom. Let's go. Just passed my 150K EVA off that move. Awesome. So back to the consistency thing. Let's say your profit target's $3,000. 50% consistency means that you can make $1,500 per day and pass the challenge. Still have a runner from the first trade. Let's go. Good shit, bro. Where should I put TP? Well, if you go to the 15-minute, I mean, ideally up in here above this next 15-minute high. 29,659. Easy. I can quit my job now? Brother, I love you so much. Please do not quit your job just because you passed your funded. Give it one more month, Get a couple payouts. Don't just quit because you passed. If you got a huge payout right now, then I'd be like, okay, you got some savings, whatever, you can put it away, but just because you passed, don't quit your job, bro. More than a couple, right? Hey, I'm getting the hang of DX trade. Exactly. I always say is the same thing with Black Arrow happened with DX, where it's like when you first get onto it, it could be a little bit confusing learning a new platform. But like anything, guys, it just takes some time. You go in, you look at it, you take some trades, and you get really familiar with it, and it becomes easy. DX trade, when we first came out with DX trade, everyone was like, this is confusing, don't know how to use it. Now people love DX, and it's awesome. Same thing with Black Arrow. Some people can be, it's confusing, it's this, whatever. I'm telling you, give it 2 months, everyone's gonna be like, bro, you guys are gonna be pros. It just takes time. Yeah, exactly, Bob. Listen to what Bob just said, guys. It happens with a lot of people. I low-key did that, and it worked out for me. Put my back against the wall, but it doesn't work out for everyone. That's why I don't really like do it. Nice, Jib. Good job. How do you use trading views to Black Arrow? I do use Black Arrow. We were in the trade on here. If you guys go back and watch, I accidentally got out of the trade. But why I use trading view is that, guys, like, you guys got to think is I'm also, as much as I am trading here, I'm also streaming to you guys, where there's a lot of beginners here who, I've said it before, but they rather see trading view. It's a lot more clean for them to see with the long position tool, and then we use this as the execution platform. Look at the go. Let's go. You guys eating. What's up with the YM? It's going, bro. It literally did exactly what we wanted to without sweeping that low, though. So close. How to turn on one-click trading. Yeah, everyone pay attention. Everyone pay attention. Real quick. Tap in. So you guys see when I get into a position and it's like instant, right? Like I get in, it doesn't tell me to confirm or anything. So how you do that is you come up here to settings, you go down to trade, and it says confirmations. Turn all this off. All of these is for you to confirm your order and you click buy and then you have to press confirm. If you turn it all off, it'll just be one click trading. What a nice trade though, guys. Wow. Ooh, 1250 candle. Crazy. Been patient all week with this power hour. Finally hit a nice trade. Finished the week. Luca the GOAT. Thank you, bro. Exactly. Everyone stay patient. Like I think a lot of people think that like, oh, you know, like Luca, why aren't the markets moving good? Why aren't you taking trades? Whatever. It's like, bro, I trade what I see. If there's gonna be a good setup, we're gonna take it. If the market's gonna move sideways, it is what it is. But we're still gonna show up every day here, guys. It is what it is. So I appreciate y'all. Hope you guys have a good rest of your guys' day. I hope to see you guys later during Asia session as well. If you guys don't follow me yet, follow me, LUCA.NOLIMIT. And if you guys aren't in my Discord as well, make sure you guys are in there because I'm gonna do a free class for you guys. I should have said it earlier, but I think about doing a free class for you guys this weekend or something. So appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. Take advantage of the discount, guys. You guys can literally come and take the same trades on your guys' Black Arrow account. So go use code BA40. It's the last day. Will this be recorded as your first if everyone misses? No, the last one was recorded too. Last one was recorded too. But yeah, it'll be recorded. So appreciate y'all. Go get your guys' Black Arrow accounts. I'll see you guys back on Monday for some more wins. Love you guys. Peace out. Later, everybody on YouTube as well. Go get your guys' legacy accounts. Code BA40. You guys are the best. Nice little W today. Appreciate y'all. How do I reset my account? On your dashboard, it should have a reset button. If you guys aren't in the Discord, join the Discord. We have 24-hour support where you can open a ticket inside the Discord, as well as you can email support@legacyfundedfutures.com, and we have people all around to help you. So if you need anything, if you can't figure out how to reset it, hit us up. We got you. So appreciate y'all. You guys are the best. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.